Can this little VOX MV50 deliver a big sound? Let's find out. Okay, so I've got the MV50 hooked up here. I've got it plugged into a 16 ohm cab, which means it is now capable of 12.5 watts of power. I have it connected to a Hughes & Kettner 212 cab with vintage 30s, and I am miking it with an SM58. Alright, so we've heard it with the Les Paul and a Strat clean. Now the question is, how does it work with pedals? Let's find out. This part of it I'm just going to stick with the Les Paul. So again, here's the, there it is clean. Okay, I'm going to put on some delay and chorus and some reverb. So we get some reverb, that delay, and some chorus, and here we go. Alright, so that all sounds pretty good. Now I'm going to try some dirt. Okay, so here's some lighter overdrive. Alright, that seems to sound pretty good. Try some heavier overdrive. That sounds pretty good too. We try, this is some really heavy overdrive. That still sounds pretty good. Now here comes the true test. I'm gonna put on an overdrive and tube screamer. There you have it. That thing works great with pedals. Sounds great on its own. Sounds great clean. Unbelievable. So what do I think? I'm actually really impressed with this thing. I mean, as good as it sounds, with dirt, without dirt, with the pedals, just perfectly clean. I mean, this thing is crazy. You know, yeah, I mean, this sells for 150 US, about $200 Canadian. I mean, for that money, this is insane. You know, it's just crazy. It's even got more features that I didn't point out at the top, so let me just go through that quick. There's a headphone jack on this if you want to just practice, a little practice amp. There's an eco switch on here, so if you put the eco switch on and it doesn't sense a signal, I think for about 15 minutes it actually shuts itself off. There's also a standby, which I think is kind of funny, but there's a standby on here. There's an EQ. You can go flat EQ, and the flat EQ is if you've got like a 212 or a 412 cab. If you've got a smaller cab, there's a deep, which I guess will give you a little more bass response as well. And you've got an attenuator where you can go to 1/10 of the power or 100th of the power. So this would be a nice little practice amp, you know, at home. You know, I also should mention the amount of power you get out of this depends on the size of the cab you have. So if you've got a 4 ohm cab, you can get up to 50 watts out of this. An 8 ohm cab will give you 25 watts. I had it in a 16 ohm cab, so I was getting 12.5 watts. And it was pretty loud in here, and I only had it at about 1/4 power. So this, you could probably get away with this in a pinch in a gig if you were stuck. I mean, this thing, you know, if you just want a little amp to practice at home, is fantastic. If you want to use this as a backup amp, if your tube amp or your combo goes down, this will work great. I mean, I'm really surprised at how good it sounds, especially with pedals. Like, you could get away with this thing for a gig. Like, it's insane. And it's that new tube technology, that VOX new tube technology. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Highly recommend it. For the money, this is a great bargain, man. So hope you enjoyed the demo, and we'll catch you later. Cheers.